Hi, everybody. Good morning. This is a nice Sunday to be out and about. I'm at Barnes& and Noble on Virginia Beach Boulevard. I'll be doing a live reading very soon, and I'll be here all day promoting The Emerald Lady. Oh, let's see, The Emerald Lady. This lady. Say hi, Athena.
Good morning.
And let me just show you some of the other stuff that we have on the table here. These are, let's switch this around. Okay. These are some of the books that Rock Hill Publishing has produced. That's Rock Hill Publishing. Oh, published. Thank you, Athena. She's my editor, and she corrects all those kind of things that I say and do that are absolutely erroneous. But these are her three books, romances, all very nice, very good, enjoyable reading. These are the three books that I have on sale at the moment. Uh, I'll be reading from this one, The Emerald Lady, and then we have the Killer series, which is Killer with a Heart. Look up, Athena. You're live. Facebook, yay! And then we have the second book in the Killer series, which just came out this summer, Killer with Three Heads. Very strange title, but when you read it, you'll understand. So, here on the big board, we can see all the different books we got there. So come on down. I'll be here all day. I'll do a reading for you personally if you come by, stop by the table. I'm on the Virginia Beach side of the building. As you're coming down Virginia Beach Boulevard, I'm on that side by the big sign. So back by where the toys and stuff are. Ah, they're about to announce my name and a reading. Yay! So, okay, you hear that? So I'm telling you the truth. I am here, live and in person. Anyway, that's. Oh, please. They're talking about it's hot in here. It's pretty cool right now, but it's nice. I was freezing in here yesterday, but let's hope they don't turn on the air conditioning. After all, it is November. So come on down, come see me. I guess I'll start my reading now, and then if you come down or whatever, then I'll do another reading. So, Athena, would you like to hold the camera so I can do the reading? Or you should come around this side. We'll switch this around for a forward shot. Okay, it's right now.
Okay. You're going to read the same part.
Yes. Okay, boy. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll read the second part. Let's give a little history into the book first of all. The Emerald Lady is a fantasy, historical fantasy, in that it takes place in the 17th, 18th centuries. Uh, it's a story of a love between a mermaid and a sailor. Now, the sailor, he doesn't believe in mermaids, of course. He's more of a scientific man. Are they too loud? What's that?
You go stand there.
Oh, too much glare?
Yes.
Okay.
The window.
How about if I stand over here? That better?
Maybe on that chair.
Oh, sure. I'll sit in my nice, comfortable chair. Oh, this
Yes.
is comfortable.
Don't fall asleep.
I think this is coming home with me.
You know what you're missing? You're missing a fireside.
Yeah. Well, we got plenty of books we can set on fire. No, we can't do that.
Yeah, that's what people want to do with mine.
Well, I heard yours. Yours is very fiery. As you can see, we're having a great time. Authors have great times. No matter what we write, we love everybody. We just want to entertain and inform. And if our views or our ideas are a little strange to you, that's your fault. Anyway, getting back to the story. The Emerald Lady is a historical fantasy because it takes place in the 17th century, 18th century, the golden age of pirates. And I try to create my own mythological ideas and tie some history into it because I love history and I like making up stuff too. So, you know, who was around in the 17th century to argue my point that the American
one.
that the American Revolution was actually propagated by mermaids?
I'm a mermaid.
Oh, see,
I
there
have
you go.
no negative to say about that.
Athena's a mermaid, and mermaids live 1,000 years, which plays a very important part in this book, as Jeremy will find out, because of his love with Shira. Anyway, let's go to chapter 6, Cast Adrift. This is after they have fallen in love. She has saved him. He now believes in mermaids, and he has done some things that caused them to piss off the queen. and she had taken her revenge upon them. So, chapter 6, Cast Adrift. Abarish and Raquel entered the parlor of their ancient palace in the Mediterranean town of Ismaili, awaiting the queen's daughters with some trepidation. Far removed from the winter waters, they were cautious nevertheless. Abarish had not been at Sarah's and Jeremy's trial. First, it was not unplanned. The queen preferred cutting her out of high-level court proceedings. Second, it had been held at a place where her advanced years made such a trip impractical. But she had voiced her displeasures with her sisters just the same, her dissent ringing loud and clear throughout the mermaid world. She, Abarish, the elected queen, had been the voice of their world for 5 centuries, even after Rahima took full control of the realm directly after the second split, 400 years past. But many still held her as their true ruler. Abarish walked out onto the balcony, looking out to the sea in a flowing white linen that appeared dull next to her alabaster skin and shimmering white hair. Where are they? Are you sure you told them the right place, Raquel? Yes, sister. You do realize that you grow more impatient with each passing decade. Where else would we hold such a meeting? Rahima would not dare confront you here, or anywhere in these waters. The younger maiden was eyeing a servant with lustful intent. Careful, sister. He may look pleasing, but some of these Egyptians have strange bed manners. Besides, you know as well as anyone that lying with one will end your maiden-bearing abilities. Is that what you really want? Raquel stood a moment, then walked around the man holding a feather fan, her Grecian dress showing off her ample bosom and shapely long legs. I have birthed 4 already, 2 at once in the last spawning. I won't be missing anything. Moreover, I heard talk that it is you who has developed strange bed habits in your 900 years. Perhaps one of these men may be tempted to survive the experience. If I am too intense for these men, Raquel, I fear that you, in your youthfulness, will be too rigorous for their frail heart. Anyway, our sisters draw near. They will be here within the hour. Raquel, who appeared to be in her 30s, was in fact 20 times that age. She stroked the servant's face and placed a hand over the masculine chest. His heart raced. Leaning slightly, she kissed his cheek and felt his heart rate jump higher. Maybe you're right, sister. Outwardly, this one is a rock, but his insides, I fear, may be of lesser material. Do you think it was Shira's bonding with this man before she spawned at least one maiden that so outraged Rahima? I cannot venture to understand the mind of our sister. Aberrish returned to the parlor, waved her hand, and all the men departed, leaving them alone in the marble room. Her eyes were aged but still saw things that many did not care about or disregarded. One finger stroked the white linen drapes that fluttered in the gentle breeze between the marble columns, and her eyes fixed on the sun as it cast a purple glaze across the sky, and then began a slow descent into the Mediterranean Sea. Her mind had twisted over the centuries and become increasingly bitter to the world of men, more reclusive in our interactions with them, which perhaps is not a bad thing. But this is beyond sanity. It will do more harm than the death of one creature justifies. Raquel's blue eyes reflected the late afternoon fermentation as she joined her sister gazing westward from the balcony, her mind focused, now that the men had been removed. There is much dissent among the realm, and I cannot see what you could possibly plan that would rectify this situation. Mind your thoughts, sister. You do not want to let others in before we even begin. We will wait for the others and then find where the queen has imprisoned the two. Perhaps we are not too late. Too late for what? To avoid war. Aberrish's gray eyes radiated with the memories of the past. And there you have it. I don't know what else I should say, but it's a very good book. Like I said, I created my own reasons and mythologies for mermaids. I pretty much love pirate stories ever since I was a little kid. My mom read me Treasure Island, and since then I have been hooked on pirates. I have my own pirate ship, and as soon as I get my sails and everything rigged and Shanghai a crew, we will be going pirating. So there is that. There is that. You can join the crew and we can go pirating. This book takes place around the Chesapeake Bay, the Caribbean, every place that you would notice in that period of time. So it's a good book. It's the first in the series of the Gemstone series. The second book I'm writing now. I wrote this book during the NaNoWriMo mode, when you're supposed to write a 50,000 word or more book in the month of November. And that's why I wound up writing a fantasy. I wanted to write something I have never done before. I've done science fiction, I've done crime novels. I haven't done a fantasy. So I figured for NaNoWriMo mode, I would do a fantasy. And now I'm working on the second one in the Gemstone series. So there you have it. Thank you, and hope to see you soon.